This is MDLuchies from How to Livable, and I'm also a seller on Fiverr, which is the largest freelance services marketplace. Today we're going to talk about how to get your name for your business created on Fiverr, and that is one of the specialties I provide on Fiverr. But let's take a look how to do it. I'll also give you links to having your business name created on Fiverr, just a general referral link, and then a link to my profile if you do want to look at my services. But you won't hurt my feelings if you go to somebody else. So go to Fiverr.com. You want to make sure you're on buying. If you're also a seller, you might have to switch to buying here. But I'm on the buying page here. So if you scroll over writing and translation, over here on the right hand side it says business names and slogans. Go ahead and click that. And stay to the end of this video. I want to give you a couple tips as well on getting your business named on Fiverr, because it is extremely difficult, both for the buyer and the seller. Sometimes it's a long process. It's also very tricky. You want a good name that's also available, possibly as a .com domain name, and also for trademark purposes. That takes a lot of time and effort. So keep that in mind. If you're paying somebody, $5 or $10 for business name ideas, don't expect those to be available as .com domain names, and don't expect them to be pretty good. Somebody's probably using some kind of name generator or just coming up with a few ideas quickly off the top of their head. Some of my services are a little bit more involved than that, although I do have an idea process stage, which is priced, I think, around $40, which is more a quicker version of that, but I am still doing some research there as well. So here are some of the top rated providers of business names. So some of these aren't really relevant to your business name, so you might want to type that in specifically. And a lot of these speak to slogans or taglines, which I also provide, but you want a business name specifically. So let's go ahead and type that in and see what we come up with. So we're just going to type in business name. And here are some providers of business names. The price is a lot higher for most of these, and there's also the Pro Verified, which is part of Fiverr's Pro program. And then just look for somebody with a high rating, and you want to make sure they have a decent amount of reviews. Now, not everybody who does a service gives a review, so keep that in mind. But you want to make sure somebody does have good reviews, and you also want to view their past work as well. So let's look at one of the top ones here. We will check out Pure Copy. I will suggest brilliant names for your business, product, or brand. So with this seller, you can watch a video, listen to him explain his services. You can also see he has a 4.9 rating, which is extremely high, with over 683 reviews, which probably means he's done over 1,000 of these. If you scroll near to the bottom, you can read the different reviews, which are different, 5, 3, and see what people are saying about it. You can also look at the FAQs here. How long will it take to complete? Yeah, and this speaks to if they're giving revisions or not, and that's something you want to keep in mind. With a lot of these gigs, especially if they're lower priced, $40, $30, maybe even $50, you might not receive revisions. Understand that going into this. Make sure you know if they're giving revisions or not. What that means is, if they say, I'm going to give you 5 business names, they'll take that information that you give them into consideration, and then they'll provide you 5 business names. If you don't like them, you can request a revision, but that only really matters if you've paid for revisions. So keep that in mind. I would recommend paying for revisions. Do your research first to find the right person to name your gig, to name your business, and then make sure there are some revisions. Or if you're just in the brainstorming stage, you just want a few ideas, then go ahead and pay somebody, $10, $20, $30 to get a few different ideas. But from this stage, you would go to continue if you just wanted to stay on the basic package. There's also standard and premium. And this, I provide this on the basic, but every seller does this differently. Each idea comes with a description, so they give you some more information about each idea as well. But let's just say we're choosing the basic package, which they will deliver in 3 days. You can click continue. And then here it will show you the added on fees that Fiverr adds. So it'll be $33.65 and it'll take 3 days. You can go ahead and continue to checkout, and then you have a variety of ways to pay. But remember, before you purchase, look at revisions, look at reviews. Also, you can communicate with the seller. I love speaking to buyers before they purchase. Most of us do. So feel free to reach out to them before purchasing it. But those are the basics, some of the things to look for when you are going to pay someone on Fiverr to name your business. If you do have questions, feel free to ask them below, but just be really sure of what you want going into it. You will also want to know what your business does, who your target market is, who are you trying to sell to. Also think about the type of name you want. Do you want something really creative and made up, maybe an abstract name, which might be easier to find a .com domain name for? Or do you want to mash two existing words together that makes sense for your business? Those might be really hard to find if you're looking for a .com, but maybe you're open to alternative top-level domain, TLD. In that case, like a .co or .io, in that case, we might be able to find a domain for you. But those are some of the things to keep in mind. Please do like this video if it's been helpful. Ask questions below, and we'd love to have you subscribe to the How To Livable channel. Remember, if you are looking for somebody on Fiverr to create your business name, go ahead and click the referral link if you don't mind, or you can check out my profile, which is also in the description below. Thanks.